Good people, how's everybody doing? It's Christmas season. I hope the season is treating you just fine. So, I've come back with story time on how my first experience meeting a guy from Ghana. Oh, lovely people from Ghana. I love people from Ghana. They are so lovely. They're so laid back. They're so friendly. I had gone to a certain hotel in Kampala. It's called Grand Imperial. No, Imperial Royale. It's called Imperial Royale. It's in the middle of Kampala. So I had gone to meet a friend of mine who works over there, and as I was walking out of the hotel, I met this lovely gentleman, and he's like, "Hi," I'm like, "Hi, what's up?" And he's like, "Cool, cool." So it's like we kick it off, we have a little chit chat, and then I came to realize he had come to Uganda for a hockey tournament. So we had a small convo, and then he invited me to his room. Yeah, to his room. I went over to his room. I was scared because I just met someone, but he seemed really, really welcoming. So I'm like, why not? So I moved. I go over to his room and I would go and sit and we chat. Like, guys, it was chat. We chatted and he told me about himself. He's from Ghana. He's come for hockey. There's a tournament for West Africa happening in Kampala. Blah blah blah. So we exchanged Facebook. We exchanged contacts, and he tells me he's here for 3 days. Later on, he calls me. So I got so fond of him. He was a very lovely guy. So I would leave work and I'd go to his room. Sometimes he would be with his guys. I'd just go and chill at his room. We'll just talk. I'd go and sleep listening to music. And he was so lovely. He spent it was supposed to be 3 days. He ended up spending 5 days. After the 5 days, he goes back to Ghana. So when he went to Ghana, he sent an invite, inviting me to go and visit him in Accra. So I'm very close to my dad, and usually before I travel, especially when I'm being invited and I'm traveling, I usually tell my dad. So I tell my dad, I have this friend that's invited me to go to Ghana. What do you think? My dad says no. I said, why? He's like, Ghana is very far away. What if anything happens to you? Like any other caring father, what if anything happens to you? Ghana is not Kenya. Kenya just cross over and get you back home, but Ghana is very far. So I tried to say, should I disobey my father this time? But later on, I was like, I can't disobey a parent. I said, okay, I'll not go. So to cut the story short, he invited me to Ghana to meet him because he was planning to leave Africa. He was moving over to Europe at the time. So he wanted me to go and meet him in Ghana. I get to know Ghana a little bit before he moves over, crosses over to Europe. So I didn't go. Yeah, I didn't go. He eventually went to Europe. Still, he's a sportsman and he was on the board for those hockey things in Ghana. So they send him over to Europe. So he moves over to Europe, but we are still in touch. So he moves over to Europe. He kept on moving to different countries in Europe, and then eventually he settled in the UK for a bit. I think he settled in the UK for quite a while before he moved over to, I think, Luxembourg. All the time we're in touch, but because we were so far, well, he later on came back to Uganda just for holiday or vacation or something, and for a few days, then he went back to Accra. And then again, he asked me to go to Ghana. You guys, I did. I did. And then eventually, he was constantly in communication. Like that was like now 3 years, consistently speaking, and he kept on inviting me, and I would not go. Ghanaians are lovely people. I've never met lovely people in my life like this guy. So I came to think, oh, Ghanaians are really, really this cool. They are quite far from Nigerians, despite the fact that they are really close neighbors. They are the best people I've met in Africa. Yeah. So because of that so much distance and everything, eventually he met a white girl in Europe and he married. He later on reached out and told me, I really wanted to marry you, but there was a lot of, So I ended up marrying someone. I got to meet his wife on call, and she was a lovely chick. I told him, just take care of my brother. Yeah. But Ghana, yeah. If you're out there and you're dating a Ghanaian, sorry, you're here. They're lovely people. They are from to a scale of 10 Ghanaians. I think they score